Dude, what would happen if we tried to conquer the elements? What? Attempted to outpower a car wash?
Stop getting me!
I'm really not trying to, man.
And tried to come up with a better way to cook popcorn.
Whoa!
This is gonna be sick.
Ali is crazy and cool at the same time. He thinks of stuff you'd never really come up with.
I describe Jackson as funny, wild, and totally nuts.
Hand me the banana and no one will get hurt.
CJ's the ultimate in cool. He pushes everything to its limit, whereas I just want to see stuff explode.
Oh! Whoa!
Dude, I was kicking these field goals earlier and nailed all of them, dude. Even against the wind.
Really?
Yeah. The wind can't touch me.
So you're saying there's no wind possible that can take you off your game?
I don't know if I would say that. Like, maybe a hurricane could.
All right, then. Hurricane winds are exactly what we need. Why don't we order like a giant fan that could simulate a hurricane?
It has to be giant.
Crank that sucker up to the highest setting and see if it can throw us off our game.
Ooh, wait.
Dude, what would happen if we tried to shoot hoops in hurricane winds? We shall defy nature.
I saw this giant, huge fan. It had like 70+ mile-an-hour winds. It was ridiculous.
When I walked up and I felt how strong those winds were, I thought there's no way. These basketballs are going way out of the park.
I didn't think we could make any baskets. That wind was no joke.
Let's try it. The wind's too powerful.
The wind's grabbing the balls, dude! Every time that we threw up a ball, it just went in the other direction. Man, that wind was evil.
Oh! Oh! This fan was kicking our butts, so we decided to work with the wind instead of against it.
We positioned ourselves right in front of the fan, so it was behind us. And we weren't gonna throw up just one ball.
We figured out if we all tossed it up in the air at the same time, that one of us would have to make it. And to give ourselves a little more edge, we upped the wind power. Crank the fan up! One, two, three!
Jackson, you made it!
That was insane!
Take him home! Take him home! To the net! Jackson made the basket. It was great. I mean, we actually made a basket in a hurricane. Who does that?
Yeah!
All right, so we shot hoops in a hurricane. So how else can we defy nature? Do we want to shoot hoops in a tornado?
Tornado?
Tornado.
Hey, why don't we shoot something else?
Shoot what?
Spitballs. Big ones, like big, fat, juicy, nasty spitballs.
That's big.
All right, so what would happen if we had the ultimate spitball competition in a tornado? Would it mess up our game?
No!
Dude, I gotta be straight up. When I first saw that tornado, it freaked me out.
I mean, this thing was so loud, it sounded like an airplane taking off.
Now this is cool. I couldn't believe they actually made a tornado. It was insane.
Now, we all know that tornadoes aren't fun in real life. So you guys see this giant fan? What it does is it sucks up all the air from underneath it and creates this giant tornado with 70-mile-an-hour winds.
So, dude, what would happen if we had a spitball fight inside a twister?
Let's do it!
Game on!
Yes! We were definitely about to get a spitball fight going on, but I didn't know if we could do it inside the tornado. This thing was pretty hectic.
I got it! Oh, what was that? Not a handle. Oh! I was getting killed in there. I had to keep dodging, ducking, and diving so I wouldn't get hit.
During the beginning of the spitball fight, everybody was kind of trying to figure out what they could and couldn't do. And I kind of just pulled back a little bit and watched Ali and Jackson, and I learned from their mistakes. When I came in, I was just like a pro.
I see CJ running in at full speed. sliding in on his knees right into the midst of the tornado, and I couldn't see him at all. CJ was on his stuff, dude. He knew exactly what he was doing.
Oh, we got me! If CJ looked at you, you were getting hit.
Dude, CJ is like a spitball hitman. He is on it.
I made my spitballs extra gooey so they'd zip through the tunnel. I was in there, I was hitting them left and right, using the tornado for cover. So in the end, I owned that spitball fight in that tornado. Okay, so who won?
I got a couple good on you, but you just mauled me. Hands down, you won.
Good job, man.
Hands down.
Yes. It was ridiculous. It was insane. Dude, it was awesome. So what would make this tornado more crazier and way more dangerous than any tornado ever in the history of tornado-ness?
A fire tornado.
That's the scariest thing I've ever heard. What if we made a barbecue off of this thing?
Inside of a fire tornado?
Oh, yeah.
We'll be controlling wind and fire to barbecue. I love it.
The fire tornado was the most epic thing I've ever seen. That's hot. It was like a cyclone of fire and wind.
All right, CJ is the Baconator. Ali is the hot dog, man.
You know.
And I'm all about the desserts. S'mores, because there's no way that I'm stepping into that fire with hair like this. Ali and CJ are crazy, dude. They put on their full suits and everything, and they got right up there with the fire.
The lab dude said we had exactly 2 minutes to cook this meat before the heat got too intense for even our fire suits to handle.
Dude, what would happen if we tried to barbecue using a fire tornado?
Go for it! Woo! So I took my high-tech temperature gauge and pointed it right at the fire. It said 2,000 degrees, dude. That's ridiculous. That's way too hot.
This fire tornado was pulsing these hot winds at us. We had to jump back a couple times. I thought to myself, what have we gotten ourselves into here?
Turn! Woo! So we just jumped right in there. We didn't even hesitate. We wanted this meat barbecue.
Let's go!
So Jackson pulled back just a little bit because he didn't want his marshmallows to get too cooked too quickly.
Less than a minute left, guys! I'm roasting in this suit!
The fire was so hot, we couldn't stand there long enough, and we had to keep dodging it. So if we wanted our meats to cook, we were gonna have to push it to the limit and go all in, literally.
Get in there, CJ, get in there!
So we're right up against this fire tornado, seeing if we can cook. Jackson had s'mores, Ali had hot dogs, and I was cooking bacon. But we were having trouble getting close enough to cook our meat. That's when we knew we had to get into the flame, literally.
After a little while, I looked down and this fire tornado was actually working.
It's starting to cook.
I started smelling all of this, like, roasted meat smell. They were making bacon and hot dogs.
Poor Baconator. He never stood a chance. When I could start smelling the bacon, it was like the scent of success.
Jackson, only 15 seconds before we get cooked. Get in there.
All I need is my marshmallows.
Jackson, he must have had like 20 or 30 marshmallows on one rod at the same time. He is the best s'more cooker in the world.
Time's up. We gotta get out.
Woo! That was hot, man. We actually cooked food inside of a fire tornado.
That's good. How's that taste?
It needs chocolate.
It
It needs chocolate. Oh, it's a s'more. Come on. S'more's good, but you know what it's missing?
What?
Some hot dog.
So instead of eating all the different things individually, we threw all of the things that the team made together. I call it the Tornado de la Awesome. Oh! Oh! Who knew that bacon would improve a s'more?
How's it taste?
Amazing.
Nah, I'll eat.
This is fantastic.
That's great. Hot dog with s'mores? Who never thought of that?
So, dude, what would happen if we tried to shoot hoops in hurricane winds? Half-court three-pointer!
What would happen if we had a spitball fight inside a twister? Simply spectacular. Get it? Spit?
And dude, what would happen if we tried to barbecue using a fire tornado? Oh! A sizzling success.
Dude, what are you? You look like Dr. Octopus.
I am Treasure collector of trash.
All right, I'll admit, you can clean up a place in no time. But how cool would it be if we could create more alter egos?
Like to help us with our chores?
Exactly, so we could do them all fast and stuff. We wouldn't have to
That would
spend
be
like
sick.
2 hours doing one stupid chore.
Dude, you know what I hate more than anything?
What?
Cleaning my mom's car.
So we're creating alter egos to help speed up our chores. And then out walks Ali. Are these nunchuck sponges?
They're sponge chucks.
Wow, that's actually kind of cool. You know, I gotta give the guy props. He came out to help Jackson out to wash that car. That's a buddy right there.
I have these hoses coming up through my back, rushing through my air compressor, coming up through these nozzles, shooting out at 100 PSI. That's pounds per square inch.
I am the Washinoid.
And my partner in crime
Captain Absorbo?
is here to help me.
Okay, guys, let's make this more intense. Everybody knows that it takes entirely too long to go to a car wash, right? It takes about 5 minutes. You guys are gonna use your alter egos to wash a car super fast in 3 minutes and beat the normal time. So, dudes, what would happen if we try to do chores faster as car washing alter egos?
Let's go.
Ali, I'm gonna need you in there with some sponges, buddy.
I need to sud
Not
you.
the hair!
When I saw how dirty the car was, I didn't know if Jackson and I could wash it in under 3 minutes.
Looking good.
Water! Sponge!
So with about 2 minutes left, the car was still extremely dirty. I mean, there was mud and dirt all over the place. I wasn't sure if they could do it. Keep going, keep going. Get that backside. Washinoid, pick it up. You're on a time limit, let's go. This side, Jackson, over here. So at the 1 minute mark, these guys were actually doing a good job. I started thinking to myself, these guys might actually do it. 30 seconds.
Do it!
Stop getting me.
I'm really not trying to, man.
10, 9, 8,
We were cleaning fast and furious.
6. Let's go, Captain Zorbo. 3, 2, 1. Stop what you're doing. All right, so guys, so let's agree that we did a pretty good job and did it in under 3 minutes.
When CJ called time and we took a step back to take a look at our work, that car was clean.
Jackson and Ali did it. They washed Jackson's mom's car faster than any regular car wash could.
We did a pretty good job. Bring it in.
Give me a hug, dude.
Squeeze it up! Squeeze it up! You did good.
Ah! What? Cold. Okay, stop. Dude. So, dude, what would happen if we try to do chores faster as car washing alter egos? We scored with the chores. That's not nice.
Thank you. Come again.
All right, so my microwave is basically broken. It burns everything I cook.
Like what?
Like, I put in my popcorn, it burns it. So we need to figure out a way to make popcorn without the microwave.
What about a magnifying glass?
Those things get flaming hot.
Dude, we can make popcorn using the power of the sun. Dude, what would happen if we tried to pop popcorn using a magnifying glass?
All right, so the sun is gonna come down through the magnifying glass and then intensify about like 100 times. It's gonna hit the popcorn and then it's just gonna pop.
It's not strong enough.
The sun isn't strong enough.
All it's gonna do is make a little black spot on it.
The sun is 200,000 watts of pure energy.
I didn't know the sun was electric, actually. So let's put this theory to
All right,
work.
here we go. You have to get the circle and then make it as small as possible on one little guy.
So we're sitting out here in this blazing heat, and we have these 3 dinky little magnifying glasses, and we're all ganging up on one little popcorn kernel, and it's just not working.
We were waiting and waiting.
Here we go. Are you ready? 3, 2, pop!
Dude, we can just go to my house and use my microwave. It's no problem. My mom said you guys can come over.
Its concentration.
Okay.
And it took a lot more time than we all expected. Embrace the power of the sun.
Okay, but to embrace the power of the entire sun, you're gonna need something bigger than just this, dude.
Now this is bigger.
Huge.
We brought in this ginormous magnifying glass.
This magnifying glass was as big as a window.
Let's do it.
Stay right there, don't move it.
All we need is one popcorn.
Aim it.
So we're like pointing it and aiming it and directionizing it and figuring out how to get that little piece of sun on one little popcorn. Got some burnage.
As soon as we focused that lens, the kernels started smoking.
This really didn't work.
Okay, well, we're burning the popcorn now.
The popcorn just kind of got scorched. We need a lot more heat if we want this popcorn to pop. We're harnessing the power of the sun. That's a lot of heat, right? But we need more, and we need to control it.
So we need to heat up something around it.
So
You
I
know?
put the popcorn inside of something.
Like metal or something.
A lunchbox.
We need something that's gonna give us more heat than a magnifying glass in the sun.
Flamethrower! Dude, let's do it!
A flamethrower.
Oh yeah! Juicy!
Dude, that is hot. So, dude, what would happen if we tried to pop popcorn in a lunchbox using a flamethrower? Nice, Siege.
CJ looked gnar with that flamethrower, dude. I knew he meant business. We're gonna put this popcorn in my lucky lunchbox right here, put a bit of oil on it, and then flamethrower it. That was sick, bro. I'm proud.
I'll give you that, I'll give you that.
I'm pretty sure this one is gonna work 10 times better in the sun, you know? Because this time we have a metal casing and more heat.
Okay, here's my thesis, okay? It's gonna hit this thing, but it's gonna heat the popcorn just right, so as soon as the popcorn is finished, it's gonna open up and we'll have a tasty, delicious treat.
So could the popcorn actually pop and open up the lunchbox?
Let's put some oil on the inside of it to coat it so we can get like a heat transfer going.
That's good, that's good.
Coat
Oh.
it as if you would a panda bear's chest. Here you go.
That's the stuff.
Then you gotta mix it around with
Oh
your
yeah,
hand.
I think we're ready, Siege.
All right.
Get the flamethrower. Even with CJ on the flamethrower, I was convinced we were not gonna get popcorn.
CJ, fire!
I armed myself with a wicked flamethrower, and we had a lunchbox packed with popcorn kernels, and you can bet I was gonna make some popcorn.
CJ,
Yeah.
man your positions! Fire!
CJ was relentless at that lunchbox.
Down to the ground. I hear a popping sound.
Dude, it's popping! Dude, it's popping! I can't believe it's working, man.
Smells great.
Well, I had the helmet on. I couldn't hear too much, but I could tell by Ollie and Jackson's reaction that there was some popcorn popping inside that lunchbox.
Let's
Dude,
check
let's
it.
see it. I heard it popping. Check it, check.
Did it make popcorn?
Popcorn!
We have popcorn.
We have real popcorn.
Dude, when we opened that box, there was totally popcorn.
Nice.
Nice. How's it taste?
Tastes like glory, my friends. Tastes like glory.
We didn't blow the lid off that lunchbox, but we did pop a couple kernels, so it was a success.
Okay, so we proved this right, correct?
Yeah.
Now to make even more popcorn, we need bigger flames, more popcorn in a bigger metal circumference area to flamethrow the stuff. So dude, what would happen if we tried to make popcorn using a camper and 3 flamethrowers? That's popcorn for the whole neighborhood.
Dude, we got major metal.
So we needed to make a lot of popcorn. So we got a camper, and we put 2 flamethrowers in the bottom, and we put a whole bunch of kernels inside so we can make the most popcorn that has ever been made at one time ever. Hey, Fire Ninja.
And then we have the Fire Ninja with the giant flamethrower just to ensure that we have enough heat.
I got to do the lunchbox, but with this big bad boy right here, I'm turning the reins over to you. It's all you. Flamethrower 1, ignite!
Oh, okay. Flamethrower 2, ignite!
Fire Ninja! Ignite! Whoa! Fire Ninja!
I hear something.
I hear something.
It's popping! It's popping!
I've never been so excited to hear popcorn pop in my life. It was like success. We did it, guys. It's popping! Look at it. Popping! We need butter. We need butter.
Bravo!
Everybody knows popcorn needs butter. So we just grabbed giant bricks of butter and just chucked them at this camper.
It's popping!
It's popping!
It's real popping. Tone it down a little, man. Yeah, tone it down.
All right, man. Popcorn's good.
Is the camper on fire? So we needed to make a lot of popcorn. So we got a camper, and we put 2 flamethrowers on the bottom. We've got a fire ninja hitting it with a 3rd flamethrower. For the first few moments, everything was okay.
Look at it.
But I started to realize that there were way more flames than we started out with. And that was because the camper actually caught on fire.
Jackson, something's going wrong.
You just
Slightly. Dude, that camper is on fire. First, it smelled like glorious popcorn. And then after a little, it started smelling more like burnt camper. Get a fire hose. Get some water in there. Thank you. Whoa, that was almost tragic. It was cool, but it was almost tragic.
We had every intention of using all those flames to make popcorn inside this camper. But we didn't really plan on burning the camper down to the ground.
Look at all the smoke.
They're pouring water on our popcorn.
In a way, you mean it popped, and then it got wet.
You with the hose. Thanks for making it soggy.
Yeah.
It doesn't always go right, but no matter what, it's always gonna look awesome. So, dude, what would happen if we tried to pop popcorn using a magnifying glass?
Okay, well, we're burning the popcorn now.
A scorching failure.
Dude, what would happen if we tried to pop popcorn in a lunchbox using a flamethrower? A popping success.
And dude, what would happen if we tried to make popcorn using a camper and 3 flamethrowers? Soggy popcorn.
I know I saw popcorn. Did you? Did you see popcorn?
I saw popcorn.
We were successful in my eyes.
So today, we learned that not even extreme weather can take us off our game.
Figured out how to get chores done super fast.
And prove that flamethrowers really pop popcorn. Maybe a little too well.